If you want to experience a higher state of bliss or happiness, you have to pay attention to what is here right now. That's the most important thing, because bliss and happiness will be right here. Now I know I use will, but it is right here. It is right here all the time. It's just that many people pay attention to the now. They pay attention to here, and they feel something that will resonate with suffering. They feel sadness about their life, about things that have happened. They feel grief about maybe desires that have never been met, things that didn't happen according to plan, or the loss of a loved one. Right here is where all the pain is too. And that's where the crux is. That's where the paradox is. That here has both pleasure and pain. But you will find in time, if you always pay attention to now, that now will start to turn into more bliss, more happiness. When you are no longer afraid of the things you call suffering, of fear. You're no longer afraid of fear itself. No longer afraid to feel those emotions that are supposedly negative. They start to shift. Because what you're doing in this case is you're bringing your own divine essence to these energies that we call suffering or emotions. And your divine essence knows exactly what to do with them. It starts to show you the reality of what these sufferings were or are. It starts to show you that fear is not necessarily fear. Grief is not necessarily grief. It has just been a superficial judgment of certain feelings that your mind has come up with. So the road or the doorway to bliss is to feeling everything, having the courage to feel fully, regardless whether it is a convenient emotion or not. This marriage we have to convenient emotions is what has killed us as a society. In this society, we are pollited to death. We are told not to feel a certain way about certain things. That sounds like slavery to me. That doesn't sound like freedom. We are told to only feel a certain way in certain circumstances because that is what the right thing to do is. A good person feels this way about that. A bad person feels that way. But because we are not allowing ourselves to feel these supposed negative emotions on the inside, our actions start to become tainted with these emotions. The anger that has not been felt for 10 years starts to come out in an explosion of violence. The sadness or grief that we can no longer push away starts to drive us into addiction or into some wild compensation that allows us to distract ourselves from that feeling. If you ignore energy long enough, it will start to build up. And emotions are nothing more than energy. They are the supreme Shakti of the universe. They are energies coming to you, and when you block them, they look very much like an emotion. When you allow these energies to come back to you fully, they start to become your power. See, there is a power in feeling. All of your power is in feeling, not in numbing. It is really you just coming back to give you a warm embrace, which is ironic seeing as it's snowing right now. The snow is coming back to me. And actually it doesn't feel that cold, it feels pretty warm out. It's kind of surprising actually. So practice feeling life. Stop ignoring. And you'll start to see some very synchronistic and joyful events happen around you And you'll start to see that your experiences of very simple things start to deepen. Don't trust what you've been taught about not feeling. Feelings aren't the root of evil. Unfelt feelings are the root of evil. I hope this helps you.